You got a lunch? Did you go home? Nice.
Wait.
Not the cab. Don't change them. Bye.
Bye, Kyle.
Because we take students from all 4 counties. In this case, it's only Fresno. Additionally, there's confirmation only, there's no...
He made himself cry. Sure about that, Kyle?
Hold up. Time lapse.
Holy.
Good show today, gentlemen. Hey Siri, turn on Kyle's YouTube light.
Kyle YouTube light is on.
The R7 is a phenomenal camera, especially for the price. It has great 4K 24 and 30 in the fine mode oversampling from the 7K sensor. It also has pretty good 4K at 60 frames per second, which can be used full frame with line skipping or pixel binning, I'm not sure which, and then a crop in the center of the sensor. And all of that with unlimited recording, or as long as you've got card space and battery life. And the battery life is pretty good, especially in comparison to the SAR 5C. It's got the great Canon flippy screen. Excellent, love it, robust, better than my C70. But there aren't a lot of great wide angle lenses for RF or RFS, especially on this APS-C size sensor. A 15 or 16 to 35 millimeter lens just isn't quite wide enough. It's about 24 millimeters equivalent full frame on a APS-C size sensor, so not quite wide enough to hold the camera out and film yourself easily. So we've got to look back at the EFS line, especially this 10 to 18 millimeter lens. It's perfect for vlogging, it's silent while focusing, and it focuses pretty dang fast. Its only downside is it's not a very bright lens, or people call it a fast lens when talking about how open the aperture is. But I would argue that if you're filming outside, and especially with C-Log3's base ISO being ISO 800, it should work just fine. I'm at f5.6 to properly expose this image on this full frame lens, you know, with my big light. This lens is affordable. It's only about $300 new, but you can easily find it used for about $100, $150 to about $200. Please sponsor me, MPB. Also, it can be modified like this one is. Yeah, you cut the back off to mount it on a full frame DSLR camera. I really miss my 6D Mark II. That was a fun camera. And I could mount this camera on it after modifying the back. But this lens is not weather sealed, and in fact, modding it like I did will definitely make it not very good in dusty or wet climate. But I have used this lens for a number of years in some questionable climate, and it's been fine. If you put this lens on a full frame RF camera, the camera will be and automatically crop. So I've got the 18 to 150 kit lens on my EOS R. This is great for the 4K that has a crop, and so is the 10 to 18. So really, if you have an R7 and you mainly are taking pictures or filming outside, this 10 to 18 and 18 to 150 covers a huge range. And until Canon releases a like 10 to 18 RFS lens, this is as good as it's gonna get for the R7 and the R10. I always forget about the R10. Anyway, I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, hit the thumbs up, subscribe if you wanna see more, and I will see you next time. Peace. Almost forgot to take the thumbnail.